Hello everyone, I am Bhavna Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, GemTech Greater Noida. I welcome you all to the lecture series of Entrepreneurship Development. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the EDPs, Entrepreneurship Development Programs. Today we are going to discuss on the role of government in organizing EDPs. So in 1950s, the government realized the importance of promoting small industries to generate employment for the balanced regional development. So they have set up SIDO, which is Small Scale Industry Development Organization, which provides training to the entrepreneurs. Then government also set up KVIC, which is Khadi and Village Industries Commission. It encourages the small units for production and marketing of khadi items and handicraft items. In 1984, the government set up NISBUD, that is National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development. Now, this is an apex organization for promoting the entrepreneurship or small business. Then, that same time, IDBI and some other financial institutions, they set up EDI, which is Entrepreneurial Development Institute of India. So these institutes, they work for selection of entrepreneurs, they provide training to them. So the NISBUD that I've discussed, which is National Institute of Entrepreneurship, Small Business Development, it was established in 1983 by Ministry of Industry, which is now known as MSMEs. This is an apex body for coordinating and overseeing the activities of various institutions which are engaged in entrepreneurship development. The objectives of NISBUD is to accelerate the process of entrepreneurship development throughout the country and among all segments of the society, to help the institutions and agencies in carrying out the activities which are related to entrepreneurship development. Next objective is to evolve standardized process of selection, training, support to potential entrepreneurs to enable them to set up and run their enterprises. To provide information support to trainers, promoters, and entrepreneurs by organizing documentation and research work which is relevant to entrepreneurship development. The next is to provide functional forums for integration and exchange of experience helpful for policy formulation and modification at various levels. Now, what are the functions of NISBUD? First is that they evolve effective training, strategy, and methodology. It formulates scientific selection procedures, standardizing the model syllabus for training for various groups, developing training aids, manuals, and other tools, supporting other agencies which are engaged in entrepreneurship development. They conduct programs to promote for promoters, trainers, entrepreneurs, which are generally not taken by other agencies, and organize those activities which helps the entrepreneurial culture in the country. So these are the basic functions that is being provided by NISBUD. Now we'll discuss few agencies, government agencies which are operating at national level: SIDO, IFCI, NABARD, SIDBI, NISET. Let's discuss it one by one. First is SIDO. SIDO is Small Industry Development Organization. SIDO is an apex body and nodal agency for formulating, coordinating, and monitoring the policies and programs for promotion and development of small-scale industries. Now let's discuss the main functions of CEDO. First function is coordination. Now what are the different functions that is being performed under the coordination function? To evolve a national policy for development of small scale industries, to coordinate policies and programs of various state governments, to maintain proper liaison with related central ministries, planning commission, state government, financial institutions, and to coordinate the programs for development of industrial estates. Next main function is industrial development. In this, various functions are performed to reserve the items for production by small scale industries. Like few of the items government has reserved, so no other industry can produce except the small scale industries. To collect the data on consumer items imported and encourage the setting of industrial units to produce these items by giving coordinated assistance. To render required support for the development of ancillary units, and to encourage small scale industries to actively participate in government stores purchase program by giving them necessary guidance, assistance, market advice, etc. And last function is the extension function. In this, it makes provision to technical services for improving technical process or production planning, selecting the appropriate machinery, preparing the factory layout, preparing the design. Next, to provide consultancy and training services to strengthen the competitive ability of small scale industries. To render marketing assistance to small scale industries to effectively sell their products. And last, to provide assistance in economic investigation, information to small scale industries. Now, next main body is IFCI. IFCI is Industrial Finance Corporation of India, which was set up in 1948. It is a statutory corporation through IFCI Act 1948 of Parliament, which provides medium and long-term finance to the industry. Now, the primary business of IFCI is to provide medium to long-term financial assistance to different sectors, to manufacturing sector, service sector, and infrastructure sector. Now, next is KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Commission. It plans, promotes, organizes, and implements the program for development of Khadi industries or other village industries in the rural areas. KVIC helps in building up reserve of raw materials for supply to the producers. The Commission focuses in creation of common service facilities for processing of raw materials or finished, semi-finished goods. KVIC also helps in creation of employment in the Khadi industry. What are the main objectives of KVIC? First is to promote Khadi in rural areas, to provide employment opportunities to various people, to produce saleable articles, products, to create self-reliance amongst the poor people, and to build up strong rural community. Let's discuss about the main functions of KVIC. KVIC builds up reserve for raw materials and implementation for supply to the producers. Formation of common service facilities for processing of raw material, that includes semi-finished goods also. Promoting the sale and marketing of Khadi and village industry products or handicrafts. Promotes research in the village industries sector which is related to production techniques and equipments, and provides financial assistance to the individuals as well as institutions for development and promotion of khadi and village industries. Now next is NABARD. NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. NABARD came into existence on 12th July 1982. Now it is a development bank which focuses on the rural sector of the country. So it is also known as India's Apex Development Bank. It is one of the important institutions in the country. NABARD is basically responsible for development of small industries, cottage industries, and other village or rural projects. Now let's discuss about the functions of NABARD. It frames the policy for rural credit in the country for all the financing institutions. NABARD provides finance and refinancing facilities to the banks and rural regional banks. It identifies the credit potential and prepares the credit plans for all the districts. It helps all the regional banks and the institutes under its governance for preparation of their own credit plans and policies. NABARD helps regional rural banks, which are popularly known as RRBs. It helps them to establish an agreement with state government and other cooperative banks and institutions. It also monitors the implementation of those plans and also track the progress. As per Banking Regulation Act 1949, NABARD has to conduct the inspection of RRBs and other cooperative banks. It communicates and consults the RBI in different matters like issuing of license for new banks or when they have to open new branches of rural banks. So then they have to consult with RBI. It also inspects the investment portfolios of regional rural banks and other cooperative banks. It helps the banks to improve their management information system. It helps in modernizing their technology and developing the human resources. Now next body is SIDBI. SIDBI, which is Small Industry Development Bank of India, it focuses on financing, promotion, and development of MSMEs. It was established in 1990, and the main objective is to strengthen the MSME sector by facilitating the cash flow. SIDBI assists MSMEs to get the funds for development, commercialization, and marketing of innovative technologies and products. SIDBI offers customized financial products under several loan schemes. It provides services to meet the demands of various business projects. So these are the main objectives of SIDBI, that is development, promotion, coordination, and financing. Let's discuss about the functions of SIDBI. SIDBI refinances the loans that are extended by PLIs to small-scale industrial units and offers resources assistance to them. SIDBI discounts and rediscounts the bills. It helps in expanding marketing channels for products of SSI. It offers various services like factoring services, leasing, financing to the industrial concerns, basically in the small scale sector. SIDBI promotes employment-oriented industries, particularly in semi-urban areas, to create employment opportunities and checking the relocation of people to the urban areas. So in today's lecture, we have discussed about the role of government in organizing ETPs. We have discussed various national level agencies like CEDO, IFCI, KVIC, NABARD, SIDBI. In next lecture, we are going to discuss about the state level agencies. Thank you. That's all for today.